What's up, folks? Hope all is well. We are live for the goddamn draft. Should be a fun night, folks. It's the start of the new season. I feel. That's exactly what this is. This is the lineup for the draft today. Should be. I think it's gonna be pretty straightforward, but maybe that's just me. Maybe some people disagree with me, but I think it's gonna be pretty straightforward. What's going to happen? I could be wrong. Let me see. Let me go to. Boom. All right. So. Hey, what's up, Billy? What's up, a Mania Kid? Right. So. I said, I tweeted this yesterday, I believe. Either yesterday or 2 days ago. I think it was yesterday. Me just look at myself. One was. Yep, yesterday. I believe this is how it's going to go. Roughly. Okay, it's going to be the Bloodline goes first because why not? It's SmackDown. You know, I don't see why they'll go to Raw. It doesn't make any sense to me. So I believe that the Bloodline will go to SmackDown, the first overall pick. Then it could be Bianca Belair or Seth. I'm not entirely sure. One of those two. Bottom line, I think they both go in the first round. Whether it's Bianca first or Seth first, doesn't matter. They both are going to Raw because Seth has to go to Raw because of Becky, and Bianca had better go to Raw because enough is enough. You know, we've seen enough. No more Bianca and Bayley crying out loud. That has to end today. Then I'm thinking Jey Uso, then Liv, then LA Knight and AJ Styles in second round. Third round, I'm thinking Nia Jax, Ilya Dragunov, Braun Breaker, Alpha Academy. Then fourth round, I'm thinking Zoe Stark, Ricochet. And maybe I'm throwing in a JC Jane there. Who knows? And Andrade. If they draft Liv Morgan to SmackDown, then Liv Morgan Revenge Tour would mean absolutely nothing, which is why it's not happening, right? Exactly. She's going to Raw. I am 1000% sure she's going to Raw. And she's going to be interacting with Becky Lynch and Dominic Mysterio on Raw. So that's what I'm thinking. We are not in no danger of worrying about Liv Morgan going to SmackDown or anything weird like that. You know, I think it's gonna be pretty straightforward in terms of that. I believe that I think night one is not going to be as interesting in terms of the draft. I think there's more intriguing stuff happening on night two because that's the bigger day. But I'm wondering who are from Netflix. Well, I'm not worried about Netflix deal right now. What I'm worried about is the NXT. Who from NXT is getting called up? Because I'm thinking Dragunov could be called up tonight. Maybe a woman like JC Jane or like a Fallon Henley. What's up, Pedro? But I think besides that, I think it's going to be pretty straightforward. I mean, if you look at this list, so here's our pool here. And if you look at this image, maybe this image be easier to look at. You look at this. I think it's pretty straightforward. Nia Jax can be interesting. But besides that, Liv got to go to Raw. Bianca better go to Raw. Alpha Academy, I think, has to go to Raw. Seth has to go to Raw. So AJ Styles is interesting. Nia Jax could be interesting. Andrade, I guess, could be interesting. Maybe Zoe Stark could be interesting. Maybe Jey Uso. That's not set in stone either. Why do they have pools? To spread it over 2 nights, to make it a 2-night event. That's number one. And 2, to make it easier to justify certain selections. So they set it up so the draft lines up perfectly how they want it to. So if you throw in, so everything's structured so the draft that is planned and scripted can come across more organic, but they structure the group so that it makes sense for how they have to draft. For example, if let's say Charlotte wasn't injured. Let's say Charlotte was healthy. If you put Bianca and Charlotte in the same pool, then whoever picks Bianca might pick Charlotte. So to avoid that, you put Bianca and Charlotte on different shows, just so things can make more sense in terms of the draft. They want things to line up perfectly. So instead of putting people in the same show and having them compete against each other, say, oh, you value her more than her, or that person's more valued than another person, right? They set up separately. For example, last year, Rhea Ripley was the first overall pick on Raw. So they wanted Rhea Ripley to be first overall pick. So in order to do that, they had her by herself on Raw as like the big fish on Raw draft. Instead of putting her on the SmackDown draft, because had they done that, then they had to decide between Bianca and Rhea who gets drafted first. To avoid that stuff, they separated. So they had Bianca on SmackDown get drafted, then she was in the SmackDown pool, then Rhea was in the Raw pool to avoid that kind of awkwardness or that kind of like talking point of who's getting drafted over who. It all goes into why they do that. But they wanted to be a 2-night event. That's the main thing. They wanted to be 2 nights. So they don't draft all the top stars on one night. That's another thing. Exactly. They don't want to draft all the top stars on one night. So they split it up so there's even balance in terms of stars and mid-carders. That way the nights can feel special. But this class or group or pool, however you want to call it, I think it's pretty straightforward who's going where. What's interesting is the NXT call-ups. I think Ilya gets drafted tonight. I'm hoping that they make it more like sports-based. Like I'm hoping it's more like, how do you say? I'm hoping it's more. I hope they have the hats. I hope they have make it look like a real actual sporting event. That's what I want to see. Like really make it look like a sporting event. But I don't know. We'll see if they actually pull that off. That's what I'm hoping for. I want a real actual sport like draft with the hats, with everything. That's what I want to see. Roxanne Perez as the NXT champion, that would be surprising to me. That would be surprising. I think they're going to have her have like an actual run with that belt. I hope they have like an actual like a real actual run with Roxanne Perez with the NXT title. Because you're going to turn her heel and have her be champion, then why just call her up immediately? You might as well let her cook down there for a little bit. Let her have a run with that NXT title, with that heel run. Put somebody over, like a Kalani Jordan, like a Sol Ruka, and then you can come up. Put someone over first as a heel. Put somebody over, and then come up. That's what I say. So we have here we have our pool here. So as the day goes by, we'll line it up how it's being drafted. I'm assuming the first overall pick will be Roman Reigns and the crew to SmackDown. But we'll see. Then Raw will be Bianca or Seth, whoever they decide to go first. Seth is injured, so you might as well do Bianca. That's what I say. But either way, they'll both be first round picks. So we're going to track it here throughout the day, and we'll see how it goes. See what's going on with Twitter. Vince McMahon is out officially from WWE. He sold all his crap. I know you can't see that. He sold everything, so he's out. What's going on with Nick Khan? Nick Khan and Stephen R. Conan, who are directors of TKO, and Vincent Kennedy McMahon will be selling stocks and may from time to time offer and sell any of their. Yeah, I have no idea what this mumbo jumbo talking about. What's going on with Nick Khan? Okay, he's selling his stock. No big deal. So Nick Khan is selling some of his stock as well. That's spoilers. I don't want to see that. Bianca Belair and Caleb Williams. Oh, it's a spoiler. First pick. See, I need to get the hell off Twitter. Off Twitter I go. So Bianca Belair is being picked number 1 overall. So that means she's going to SmackDown. Huh. I don't know why they spoil stuff online. Let people enjoy the show. So Bianca's number 1 overall pick. Is that what you're telling me? Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? Interesting. It's crazy. Really? I want Bianca on Raw. Are we sure? We'll see. I'm hoping they don't piss me off today. We'll see. I want Bianca Belair on Raw. But we'll see, I guess. Ah, man. Don't piss me off. I want Bianca on Raw. Like the concept, no. Let her cook on Raw. Exactly, I want her on Raw. She's the number 1 overall pick on SmackDown. Here's the thing. Let's say she is going to SmackDown number 1 overall. Let's say she is. Does it make any sense for her to be in the tag division for any longer or for a long period of time? Your number 1 overall pick in the entire draft, the number 1 overall pick is in the tag division? Come on. Make it make sense. If she's your number 1 overall pick, wouldn't she be a singles competitor? Like, how long would this tag division crap last, you know? Does that track? Number 1 overall pick, tag division. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Not at all make any sense. That's the case. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. But it doesn't make much sense for her to be in the tag team division and be the number 1 overall pick. They need to. I gotta see on Twitter. Too many spoilers. So what? Let me ask a question, guys. What would piss you off? What would happen? What would need to happen that would completely piss you off? What do you not want to see? I don't want to see Bianca on SmackDown. That's number 1. Okay. Doesn't even make any sense. Why would Bianca be on SmackDown? She's been feuding with Damage Control and Bayley forever. Why would she be on SmackDown? Unless you're sending. No, it doesn't make any sense. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Why would. Not that I don't believe it, but doesn't make. Why would she be on SmackDown? That's where Bayley is. Bayley's on SmackDown. Bianca has been feuding with Bayley forever. Unless you're sending. I don't get it. I don't understand that. It doesn't make any sense. Not any sense at all. Not any sense whatsoever. Well, I suggested that the Kabuki Warriors get drafted to Raw. But I thought Damage Control as in Io and Dakota would stay on SmackDown. But that's not how it works because Damage Control is one unit. They get drafted as a faction. So then Damage Control will get drafted to Raw and do what? Liv Morgan in an active storyline with Dominic and getting that belt from Becky. Unless you're sending, no, because Liv Morgan wants that title that Rhea had. I don't understand. We'll just wait. Let's wait and see. SmackDown's here. Is about to start SmackDown now. But please, draft, do not piss me off today. All right? Don't make me upset. I thought things were completely clear, but apparently I don't know what I'm talking about. Send her to Raw to give possible feud with Becky or Liv. Who? Send who to Raw? Bianca? Even if they put Bianca on Raw, she's definitely going over Liv to get that title. That's why I thought, sure, that makes sense, but Bianca and Jade are in a tag team. I thought they were going to do that. So that's why it didn't matter to me. Doesn't matter if Bianca and Jade, if Bianca and Jade are in a tag team, it doesn't matter about the singles division because they're in a tag team. So they're doing tag team matches. That's why I didn't think it would affect the Liv Morgan storylines or the Becky Lynch storylines or the Bayley storylines or the Tiffany Stratton storylines because they're going to be in the tag team division, right? So if they're in a tag team division, it doesn't matter. Let's just see. Let's see. But let's go, draft, baby. Draft day, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Bianca and Jade. Because Bianca, Jade, of course, in the night 2 pool. Bianca is the night 1 pool. If they wanted them to stay together, they would have just had them as a pair, you know? That would have made it easier. Let's just see what happens. Because I'm thinking, I'm already starting to get nervous. Teams are locked in. Unless you're the women's tag team champions. Oh, look, there's the rooms. The war rooms. Who's all in there? Look at Bully Ray, Bubba Ray Dulles, Theodore Long. Wow. Make it a big deal. Stay on Twitter, I will.
For you, Caleb, these are not rumors regarding your tribal chief, Roman.
I'm a minute behind. Let's see.
These are facts.
Let's see. Paul Heyman's talking right now.
Chief, Roman Reigns has voluntarily withdrawn from eligibility for the 2024 draft.
Roman Reigns is out.
Is not a negative.
That changes everything.
Positive.
That changes everything.
Since the pandemic.
See, I didn't know that.
Roman.
I did not know that.
Who is the biggest star
okay.
in our industry? Roman.
The list had Roman Reigns a part of the bloodline.
Roman Reigns hog the number 1
that
draft pick spotlight when Roman Reigns is not going to be returned.
That changes everything. That changes everything in the draft.
Kayla, that is not what a real tribal chief would do.
They're not going no more Raw now.
Now, the pressure is on Nick Aldis. Because if Roman Reigns is not the first draft,
wow.
who is?
Okay.
Whoever are the first 2
I didn't know.
They make history in a don't know about you, but me, I'm intrigued.
Because YouTube TV is behind, so don't spoil me.
All right.
You should be able to hear it.
Things down to Orlando,
It's
Florida,
I'm behind.
Performance Center with Jackie Redmond. Hey, Jackie.
Jackie's on now. Now Jackie's on. Then NXT. Jada Parker, Lyra Valkyria, the crew. So they're out of character right now, totally. They're all out of character. So Ruka, Kalani Jordan.
Let me tell you something. For these NXT superstars, tonight
This is awesome. I love this visual. I like the visual. This is so cool.
hard work,
Lexis King.
a little bit of luck, and a whole lot of self-belief.
I wonder if Dijak is called up.
Last year, it was current WWE Tag Team Champion Grayson Waller, hoping that he would hear his name and be drafted.
All right, Garrison.
Look at him now, and you know, Corey, it's funny we call this NXT, but tonight we are buying a vowel, we are throwing an E in there, and we are asking this important question.
What are you talking about?
Who's next?
Let's go.
Back to you.
It's like a real draft. Let's go. I'm loving it. Roman Reigns is out. That changes everything. Bianca's number overall. It's Bianca. It's Bianca now. Bianca's on SmackDown. Which means Jay goes to Raw. Then guess Damage Control goes to Raw then? We'll see. I don't know. I'm confused. I can't believe this. I'm all out of loops now. It is wearing an orange suit with the cowboy thing. I can't believe this.
Has his hands extremely full tonight, so I've been given the honor of moderating the contract signing for our undisputed WWE.
It is cool for Bianca to be number one overall pick though, right? For her to be the number one overall pick, that's huge. That's cool for her.
Welcome the challenger, the phenomenal
Yeah, that threw everything off. AJ Styles. Oh, they're doing the contract signing first? You don't want none. Stop hating on Def Rebel. This Def Rebel song's not that bad. Go, AJ. Not that bad. People act like this is the worst thing ever. It's not. Wow. Yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's fine. It's not bad. It's just whatever. It's like, okay, it's generic. It's fine. It could be worse. It could be a lot worse. I'm happy that AJ Styles is getting this opportunity though. It's awesome for AJ. Def Rebel.
And now,
Cody Rhodes.
undisputed,
So the opening with the contract signing. That's cool.
the American Nightmare,
Cody Rhodes. Let's go. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, okay, I've got Royal Family. I don't love Bianca still on SmackDown. I don't. Adrenaline in my soul. Something, something, Cody Rhodes. Do it all, the same on the scene. I still don't know the words of the song. Not really. Crowd is here, about to bro. Wait, so, let me see how. Okay, you said so well. Let me see my wall coming in. Out to cause the lights to bro. Well, some probably like. I'm like 10 seconds behind you. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. I'm like 10 seconds behind you. Oh, they have the freaking screen. The desk has a screen on it too. That's cool. Our father is dead. All right, guys. I'll admit, draft is complete going to shit. Now that I know that Roman's out of it. Good old Roman is out. Can't believe that. He's now at the bottom. He's not going to be involved. Wow. We are 10 minutes into the show. Whoa. Why is he wearing red? That's a good look. That velvet red with the black. Give it all away, I give it all away. Take my freedom. All right, Cody, good for you. Woohoo! He's already signing it. Oh, not yet. He's not signing it yet. Cody, Cody, Cody. Good crowd, good crowd. He's loving it. All right, Cody, calm down.
Before I sign this,
AJ getting booed.
I don't know if you realize what we have here. We have two Georgia boys ready to mix it up for the first time for the biggest.
Oh, this is when he talks about how AJ Styles wrestled his father. AJ Styles wrestled
And I can understand
Dusty.
why you boo me. I understand that. I get it. But you got to know that I don't respect LA Knight, and he got under my skin.
addressing LA Knight. Good.
I accept it. I accept it. Hey, that's why I lost at WrestleMania. But what happened? I got my composure back, and I realized that I am phenomenal.
Yes.
And I beat LA Knight to earn the right to face Cody Rhodes at Backlash.
Yes. AJ Styles still one of the best. Still one of the best.
Now, unlike LA Knight, I respect you, Cody. I really do. We haven't crossed paths yet, but we've been down the same roads. And we had to prove ourselves outside of WWE.
Is he going to address the fact? Is he going to address the fact that he wrestled his dad?
I'm willing to believe that the same man that gave me advice a long time ago gave you the same advice, Cody. How to stand our own 2 feet and be the men that we are today. And he goes by the name of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
You beat him before. You beat him once. Say it. You beat him. You beat him. Dusty Rhodes still over. He beat him. 1-on-1. Are you going to say it?
I learned a lot from your dad. He's a good man. He taught me how to carry myself and how to carry the weight of a champion. And I look at this right here.
You're not going to address it. He wrestled his dad. He's not going to say it.
Of this isn't just of leather and gold. And at Backlash, we're
Where's
going
this
to see if you can carry it.
Solid promo. I wanted him to bring up the fact that he wrestled his father, but he didn't do that. Whatever. I watched that match on YouTube the other day. The full match is on YouTube. Dusty versus AJ Styles.
So,
Cody's still over.
Cincinnati.
What do you want to talk about?
What do we want to talk about? Certainly we can talk about respect. There is not a locker room on earth that you'll find where everyone in it, every single person, they all respect AJ Styles. Last week, I went on to say you were the modern day excellence of execution. I respect the roads that you have traveled down to get here, the parallel paths that perhaps you and I had. Much respect, mutual respect.
Good promo from
But that respect
Cody so far.
goes by the wayside at Backlash.
Oh no, what changed for Cody?
Your words to a degree. You've been here before, and it seems like you're implying that I cannot carry the weight of that championship.
That's exactly what it's implying. That's exactly what he's saying. Yep.
Good thing the man who trained me not far from where I sit now used to tell me all the time, it's not about winning the title, it's about keeping it.
How would he know he never won it? Just kidding, just kidding.
And boy, do I respect your familiarity with my last name, but when I put C-O-D-Y in front of it on this piece of paper, that means that we have never touched before. That means that at Backlash, it is a level playing field. That means that no matter how phenomenal you are, this is not a dream match for me.
Oh,
It's a must win.
okay. I like that line. That could have got really disrespectful, but he said, no, it's not a dream match. It's a must win, which is fine. That works fine. Handshake. Are they going to rearrange the furniture?
You know, Cody,
There's a loser in the crowd right now.
beautiful thing to see you finish your story and get the championship. But it's a shame
Has to end.
the title reign is going to end at Backlash.
Not the most heel promo from AJ Styles. Like, pretty respectful, all things considered. Pretty respectful from AJ. That could have been way more. That could have been way more nastier. That was pretty straightforward from AJ. Nothing too heelish about that. Solid segment. Could have been more fiery. Could have been a little bit more epic. Could have been more. Oh, that's it. It's over. Two very good wrestlers. Not much heat. Not too much heat. There's two very good wrestlers that want to wrestle each other. That's all it is. Nothing beyond that. Just two badass warriors going to war. That's it. Interesting. Crowd is here. About to blow. Whoa. Triple H. Start the draft. Let's go. Logan Paul, maybe. I would think so. He's not in a draft pool, but not a part of the pool. But I don't see why he wouldn't. Let's get the draft started, baby. Let's see Bianca Belair being the #1 overall pick. I am the game. Who is ready to play me? Cody Rhodes, what the hell are you doing there? The picks are in. Do you hear that sound? The music cue? Dun, dun, dun.
This is a night that changes the landscape of WWE going into the future. And the draft here is a bit different because as those GMs sit in the back in those war rooms pondering their next step, they have to understand that
Okay,
it's
Triple H.
just as much about protecting the roster they have as it is bringing in the roster that they want.
Sure. That's why.
When they use their pick, they have just as much of a chance of gaining a WWE superstar as they do losing one that they already have.
Right.
Cody, I thought since champions are protected and you'll be staying right here on Smackdown.
All right, Cody, Smackdown.
I thought maybe you could help me out here and you read the Smackdown picks, I'll read the Raw picks. And since it is Smackdown, you get the honor of going first.
Who's the first Raw pick? Let's hear it.
With the first pick of the 2024 WWE Draft.
First pick.
Smackdown selects the EST.
No!
No surprise there. Bad news. The EST, Bianca Belair, staying right here on Friday night.
No! Bianca Belair's on SmackDown.
Is the best women's division in the game.
The second pick of the 2024 WWE Draft, Raw selects main event,
Jey Uso over Seth.
That is incredible career trajectory.
Wow.
Jey
Okay.
the bloodline, standing on his own 2 feet.
I was wrong about that too.
Right to be the number.
So Bianca stays on So Bianca stays on.
Can we hold Jey
Boring. That's boring. That's so boring. So the bloodline go to Raw?
third pick of the 2000
Maybe the bloodline goes to Raw now.
draft? SmackDown selects NXT's Carmelo.
Carmelo Hayes.
What a genius pick!
Carmelo Hayes.
Oh, nobody saw that coming. I'll tell you what, Corey, this is
To SmackDown. That I knew. That I called. I had him go to SmackDown. That's awesome. First round pick. That's great. That's cool for him.
the draft. Wow.
That's awesome for him.
What a reaction
Where's Melo at? He's not even there.
at the Performance Center.
Drafted round one, completely warranted.
Where's he at?
Carmelo Hayes, a hell of a pick. I like that.
Ilya Dragunov to Raw.
Pick of the first round, Raw selects Seth freaking Rollins.
That makes sense, of course. I had that to Raw because that's where Becky is.
Championship until
Oh my God, that's where Becky is. Okay,
overabundance of heart and guts. Seth freaking Rollins.
where is Seth?
Monday nights.
Where the hell is Seth Rollins? Here he is.
Round one is in.
No, Bianca Belair's on SmackDown. Oh no, 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 no. I can't believe it. Oh, he's there. Yeah, I'm the greatest, see no haters, I'm the best, yeah. Let's go, Carmelo. I'm happy for Carmelo, man.
Hey. When they talk about who's next up, when they talk about who's the hottest out, they don't call him the hottest out. They call him Carmelo Hayes.
Talk your shit, Carmelo.
And Cody.
Oh, whoop that trick.
Already did. Cody. Ever since you won that championship, I've been hearing you've been saying a lot about if you come for the king, you best not miss.
Talk your shit, Carmelo.
How that works, because one thing about me is when I shoot,
I don't miss.
don't miss.
Hmm.
And as a first round draft pick, I can't think of a better way to shoot my shot here on SmackDown than to shoot it against you.
Good job, Carmelo. That's what you need to do. Establish yourself straight out the gate. That's what you do. I love it. That's what you do, straight up.
Fortune certainly favors the bull, but I don't know. You folks don't want to see me in action tonight, do you?
Cody versus Carmelo Hayes tonight. Wow.
No. What if I forgot my gear? Oh, that's right. I didn't forget my gear.
Wow. So getting Carmelo Hayes versus Cody Rhodes tonight.
And this right here for me means absolutely 100% you're on.
Tonight, Carmelo Hayes versus Cody Rhodes. Wow. Look at freaking Zelina Vega. My goodness.
Coming up next, one more opportunity to exercise the past.
I got a chance to work with Booker T. It was pure entertainment. WWE Rivals.
The grocery store fight put us on the map. Best times of my career.
And then Treasures.
We got to immortalize the Miz.
I love that you agreed to go on this mission.
Does it usually cost a lot of money?
It costs
Oh my God, I can't believe it. Bianca Belair is back on SmackDown. Oh wait, I need to mute this crap. What the heck? I can't believe it. Oh my goodness gracious. So let's go back to the, okay, let's go back to the screen here. We got Seth and Jay on Raw. Bianca and Carmella Hayes on SmackDown. Yeah, you're not going to be able to get me to not be upset about what is there left for Bianca to do on SmackDown. She already had so many matches with Bayley. Unless they're moving damage control to Raw, but why would they do that? Bianca's gonna be with Jade anyway for the longest time. So okay, so I think Jade and Bianca are gonna be on. But now I have Bianca on SmackDown and Jade on Raw. Triple H, what are you doing? You have that they all on this Jade going over Bianca. Why would you have Jade going over Bianca? Why would you have Jade going over Bianca? Bianca was the first overall pick. Think about that. The first overall pick. And she's in the tag division. Yeah, I don't. So you're saying Jade gonna be, so you're suggesting that Jade is gonna be drafted to SmackDown? At this point, like I said before, Roman Reigns taking himself out of the draft has thrown everything off. Had I known that Roman Reigns was going to take himself out of the draft, I would assume Bianca was going to be the number one overall pick. Nothing else makes sense. That changed everything. Taking Roman out of the draft changed everything. I wish would have known that from the beginning. I didn't know. That changed everything, folks. Wow. They want Jade to be the mega star Bianca is. The only way they doing that is if Jade beats Bianca at 41. Jade is not beating Bianca's streak. Bianca was just drafted number one. That's not happening. They're not putting a green wrestler in the ring with Bianca and having her beat Bianca. That's not happening. Not at 41. Bianca's streak is intact. Now, if you would have told me she's going to beat Bianca at SummerSlam, maybe that would be more believable. But Jade Cargill, Becky didn't do it. Sasha didn't do it. Asuka didn't do it. But Jade, who can't wrestle, is going to do it. No, not Triple H. Maybe back in the day with Vince, but Triple H is not going to have that Jade beat Bianca in Mania. I just don't believe it. She was literally the number one overall pick. He has Bianca on the cover of the game next to his daughter, okay? That's not happening. Calm down, Blue Bolt. Oh, it's back on. We have the... It's kind of hard to focus on this match when you have it at the draft. It's kind of difficult. I'm thinking about the draft.
Of course, most recently, it was originally scheduled to be Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee teaming up at WrestleMania.
This is going to be a good match. Dragon Lee's getting the crowd hyped. Dragon Lee jumping over athleticism.
Suicide dive to the outside.
Dragon Lee, the
Yeah, right back up. That's hilarious. His selling was to get right back up. Crossbody. 1, 2. Bianca vs. Tiffany. Well, I don't know now. I don't know. Tiffany might go to Raw. I don't know. It's all up in the air. I trust nothing. I know nothing. I trust nothing. I know nothing. If Gunther goes to SmackDown, then I think Tiffany will be on SmackDown as well. But for right now, that is hilarious. Everything's thrown out of whack now. It's all thrown out of whack. I have no confidence in anything. Zero confidence in anything. Zero.
HCM is a serious heart condition.
When I saw,
As many as 1 in 200 people.
it's all up in the air. I don't know.
And me. I was still short of breath on my beta blocker.
So I talked to my cardiologist.
Not necessarily. If Bianca and Jade are drafted to different shows, it depends. If we find out today, let's say they don't announce the match, because right now I'm thinking they're going to announce Jade and Bianca versus the Kabuki Warriors. If that's not made official, then Jade is going to be on SmackDown as well. Yeah. So the whole time is my belief that they're going to be drafted to different shows, but they're going to put the tag team titles on them. But apparently, with Bianca staying on SmackDown, it's possible that Jade still goes to Raw. It's possible. We'll have to wait till Monday. But if Jade goes to Raw, then they have no choice but to put the tag team titles on them at Backlash. But we'll see. Jade being picked second when they're probably going to throw him back with his brother is crazy. Yeah, I don't understand that as well. I mean, I had Jay going to Raw. And I had Jay going to SmackDown because I thought they wanted him to be a part of the Bloodline storyline. But I guess it makes sense for him to be on Raw. Like, that was kind of interchangeable. Jay was kind of interchangeable, honestly. There's nothing for Bianca on SmackDown, though. So she's not going to take the belt off of Bayley. She's going to be in the tag team division. So here's the thing. They want her on SmackDown, but they want her in the tag team division. What does that mean? Because they don't. What does that mean? How long is she going to be in the tag team division? How long? Because Bayley's champion. It just doesn't make sense. It makes more sense to put her on Raw. I don't understand what they're doing. Bayley's champion on SmackDown. Her and Bianca has beef. I know that. They have beef. Now, unless they plan on having Bianca turn heel on Bayley. Booking Jade to beat Bianca at WrestleMania 41 would be probably the silliest bit of booking I've seen in quite some time. Having Jade go over Bianca is silly. There's plenty of people that you can book to Jade to beat. Plenty of them. Having her beat Bianca at Mania is silly. In my opinion, that's silly.
From the very top, seated senton takes down Angel. Rey Mysterio absolutely timeless. Code red, shoulders down.
A 3-match winning streak is not a winning streak worth breaking. That's the thing. She's 3-0 in Mania. I'm sorry, 4-0. That's not a record worth breaking. If you really want to be a big deal, that streak has to go on for a little bit longer. That's why I'm thinking it's not going to happen. What the point of having a Mania streak when just 4 wins? A Mania streak worth a damn is longer than that. So what's the point? I still don't believe they're facing each other at 41. I do not. That seemed like stupid that's silly booking. That's silly booking. It's over. Just like that is over. When is Carlito going to turn? That's what I want to know. I can't believe that. I wish I would have known about Roman from the very beginning, man. Here comes Legado, Santos Escobar, and Elektra Lopez.
I am many things, but a liar.
Not necessarily.
And when I said I did not attack Dragon Lee the evening before WrestleMania 40, I meant it. Elektra has been working for weeks to track down the security footage from that evening. And Ray, what you're about to see, you're gonna find very, very interesting.
If they do Bianca versus Jade, it's happening. It was Carlito. Carlito did it. Of course it was. We all knew that. Carlito, run. Run away, Carlito. Carlito, you have to run. Carlito's a clown. That's hilarious. Carlito, we all knew that. We all knew it was him. We all knew it was Carlito. Run! Oh, backstabber Carlito. He's running away. Well, Rey Mysterio is a terrible leader. It makes sense. Rey deserves it. I don't feel bad for Rey whatsoever. Rey is a bad leader. Rey is a bad leader. He has no one to blame but himself. He has nobody to blame but himself. Oh boy. They ruined everything. Send Nia Jax to SmackDown. I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know what's going on anymore. Sideshow Bob hairstyle. I'm completely out on the draft. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm lost. I give up. They're not turning Bianca heel. I don't know anything at this point. I don't know. Triple H is a wild card. I give up. Maybe she stays babyface. Maybe she turns heel. I don't know. It's all up in the air right now. It's all confusing. I don't know. I'm done. I'm done trying to predict Triple H. I'm done. I'm officially done trying to predict that man. Nothing he does makes sense to me. It's all random. So, because it's all random, I'm no longer good for Bianca Belair. With this tweet, she says, "You are the one, Bianca. You are the one. You are the one, Bianca. I'm one of one. I'm number one." Oh, this is a Beyonce tweet. This is a Beyonce quote. Don't ask me how I know that. I'm one of one. I'm number one. I'm the only one. That's straight out of Bianca's album. Beyonce's album. Her last album, not the one that just came out, but the one before. I think it's on Alien Superstar, something like that. Some track like that. It's Beyonce track. I know that. That's what you got that from. Good for you, Bianca. I want you on Raw, but whatever. I hate Triple H right now. Triple H, I hate you. But yeah, that's a Beyonce track. Yeet on Raw. Whole bloodline feud started switching the brands. Yeah, possible. If it's a Roman Reigns thing. Now that I know that Roman Reigns is gone, they can go to Raw. I thought Roman Reigns was going to be a part of that bloodline thing. But once I know he's not going to be in that, they can go to Raw. Bloodline goes to Raw. And if that's the case, Yeah, it's all up in the air, man. It's all up in the air. Good for you, Bianca. Good for you. Yeah, the price says on SmackDown. We all knew Carlito did that. That's crazy. I'm done trying to predict Triple H. I'm done. The man cannot be predicted. I can't predict Triple H. I can't. Okay, we're back. Carmelo versus Cody. I'm about to say. Oh, it's Braun Breaker. Let's go, Braun. Let's go. He's also from Atlanta, Georgia, just like freaking got too much stuff going on over here. Match over already? Wow. Wow. Super strong, Braun Breaker. I feel sorry for Cedric. Braun Breaker, man. Wow. Oh, that was a flashing. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna attempt to see what that was. Jimmy Stratton getting highlighted. Jimmy Stratton, baby, let's go.
As your WWE Women's Champion.
Bailey knows all about swimming in those deep waters. Facebuster, that could do it. New champion, no.
Can't see what? Well, you can't see. You can't see what? You still can't see? What's going on? Did anything fine now? What's going on? Why can't you see?
Tiffany Stratton! What the hell does Tiffany Stratton think she's doing? This is a rook
I'm over here multitasking. That's a problem.
owed everything by the world, and if it won't give it to her, she's gonna take it. Prettiest moonsault ever!
Who better than the center of the universe herself to win the WWE Women's Championship? I just love the sound of that.
All right, Tiffany, let's see what you got. Tiffany being drafted to SmackDown.
Nick, did you see what I did last week? Of course you did, because I'm the center of the universe.
Okay, Tiffany, what you got?
And Bailey. Where's my title match?
See this watch? This is not set to Tiffy time. You know what, Tiffany? I was this close to sending you to the back of the line, but then someone convinced me otherwise, thankfully for you. So tonight, you go one-on-one with Naomi again.
Again?
Gets a title match, the Backlash.
Whose stupid idea was that?
Ding dong. That would be me.
Wow.
You're welcome. You see, it's a win-win situation. Because if Naomi wins, then she gets the championship match.
Well, Tiffany winning.
Out of last week, and if you win, then you find out what it's like when you attack the role model.
I just had a Tiffany epiphany. What if you sat ringside and you had a front row seat to watching what you couldn't do and I do it? And that's beat Naomi.
Wow.
Toodles.
We have Tiffany versus Naomi tonight for the #1 contendership at Backlash. Tiffany's winning. Wow. Oh, it's Michelle McCool.
Former women's champ, WWE legend Michelle McCool, but it's even more exciting when she's got SmackDown's round 2 draft picks in hand.
On the Raw side of things, Adam Pearce has got a
Corey Wilson.
famer.
Wow.
Corey Wilson making the big announcement. The WWE draft continues live.
Wow. Okay. So, mute this before I get in trouble. So we are getting Tiffany versus Naomi. Tiffany wins. Tiffany one-on-one with Bailey at Backlash, which is a makeup for them not doing the Tiffany versus Bianca match at WrestleMania. We're also getting Carmella Hayes against Cody Rhodes tonight. Awesome SmackDown card. Awesome card. I still maintain that I don't know what I maintain. I don't even know what I'm maintaining right now. I'm just at a loss for words. I'm lost when it comes to this whole Bianca thing. But hopefully it all works out. I don't know. We'll see how the rest of the draft works out. Maybe after the next round of draft picks, I will feel. Yeah, I just don't know. Look at this. Look at this. Who gets drafted next? Probably LA Knight to SmackDown. I have no idea. I have no idea. Folks, I don't know what to say. Cannot believe what's happened. I'm guessing LA Knight goes next. They like LA Knight. They want to put him over. I think, but I could be wrong about that. What do you guys think? I don't know. All right, Clash of Castle gonna be a great show. Here comes the rest of the draft.
WWE legend Michelle McCool and WWE Hall of Famer Tori.
Not that. See what happens.
Stars are indeed out in full effect for night one of the 2024 WWE Draft.
Awesome. The picks are in.
First pick of the second round of the 2024 WWE Draft, SmackDown selects the Viper,
Randy Orton. I had that right. Randy to SmackDown. So far, everybody is going to the show that we were on before. Jay was on Raw, Seth was on Raw, Bianca was on SmackDown, Randy was on SmackDown. Only Carmelo Hayes is different. Breaker. So Braun Breaker is at Raw. That's a change. That makes sense. I had that right. I had Braun on Raw. I had Carmelo on SmackDown. So the NXT stuff is interesting stuff. Well, technically Braun Breaker's not NXT anymore, but everything else is chalk. Jade back to Raw. Seth back to Raw. Bianca back to SmackDown. Randy back to SmackDown. It's all the same thing. Look at Bully Ray. Teddy Long. Next round of picks.
Of the second round of the 2024 WWE Draft, SmackDown selects Nia Jax.
Yes, I had that right. Nia Jax to SmackDown. I had that right. I had that right. That is awesome. Cool. Liv Morgan, that's obvious. He has to go to Raw. So Nia Jax goes to SmackDown. Okay, Bianca has a feud there, potentially. Okay, maybe. Okay, so Nia Jax and Bianca on the same brand. I love that. I love that. Okay. I love that. I love that. Okay, so. So it's not as bad as I thought. Nia Jax is going to SmackDown with Bianca. But is she going to be mixing it up with Bayley or Bianca and Jade? I don't know. Right. So we have fantasy booking Jade beating Bayley for the title and the Bianca turn on her. Possible. Liv versus Becky at Backlash or too soon? Too soon, I think. I think that's too soon. We could get Bianca and Nia at some point. Yes, we could, yes, that is true. That is the only saving grace. Bloodline is here. They are. So the Bloodline So once you take away Roman, then it makes sense why they wouldn't want the Bloodline, because the Bloodline are a bunch of troublemakers. They're a bunch of troublemakers, so that makes sense. Bayley versus Nia is definitely a possibility. Oh, yeah, this works. Showing the freaking StreamYard chat, Stream Elements chat. Solo, calm down, man.
And with all due respect, you're adding new members now, which means nobody knows what they're getting in a draft when they draft the Bloodline.
He mad he wasn't drafted?
Oh, God.
Tomatonga.
Please.
Wiseman,
It's so...
I need you to repeat that for me. One more time.
Oh, it's Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is on the attack. Good for Kevin Owens, man. Tomatonga, calm down, dude. All right, so that's the current feud. So Kevin Owens going to Raw, if they're also going to Raw. So here's the So here's our here's a certain situation. Anybody been drafted yet? Yes. Jay, Seth, Braun Breaker, and Liv Morgan to Raw. Bianca, Carmella Hayes, Randy Orton to Nia Jax. So the only thing that's been changed is, so far, Braun Breaker switches to Raw. Carmella Hayes up to SmackDown. Nia Jax switches to SmackDown. And that's it. Everything else is the same. This reminds me of Scar taking over the Pride Rock. Bianca versus Jade. Jade versus Nia. So many matchups. I still think Jade needs to go to Raw. I know people don't like that, but I'm thinking Jade and Bianca need to be on different brands. If they're not tag team champions, they need to be on different brands. I'm sorry. But I don't think they're going to do that yet. I don't think so. We'll see what happens on Raw. Then again, Raw has been a complete, not Raw, but Triple H is pretty unpredictable with this stuff, so I don't know. But yeah, I guess Jade may go to SmackDown as possible. If they're not going to do Bianca and Jade versus the Kabuki Warriors at Backlash, then Jade will probably go to SmackDown. My whole thought process was they need matches for Backlash. So why not do Bianca versus Jade versus the Kabuki Warriors at Backlash? Then you can split them in the draft, because it doesn't matter, because if they both have the tag titles, they can travel together. But if they do plan on doing Bianca versus Jade at SummerSlam, well then, I don't know. If that's a plan, I hope Jade is ready for that spotlight. I really do. I really, really hope so. I'm not completely convinced. Let's go. The show back on. Let's see. We're already an hour in. We got Cody Rhodes versus Carmella Hayes. We have Tiffany versus Naomi. The winner faces Bayley. So we're probably going to get Tiffany versus Bayley at Backlash. Which is big for Bayley. Which is big for Tiffany. KO attacked the bloodline. The bloodline might as well go to Raw now. They might as well go to Raw. Because without Roman Reigns, they're kind of toothless. So they might as well go to Raw now. Might as well go to Raw. That's what I say. Caleb Braxton is ready.
And now please welcome the first overall pick,
Bianca Belair. I'm on my own. Against the wall. The precious building man number 4. He hit me what? Number overall pick. That's huge for her. Looking fantastic as always. Are they doing an interview? Bianca better get a spotlight interview. Wow, they're really highlighting Bianca here.
Bianca, first of all, congratulations on being the first overall pick. But let's talk Backlash. 1 week from Saturday.
It is. I was right. Look at the match. Jade is going to Raw. Jade is going to Raw.
On a stage of that magnitude in Lyon, France.
So satisfying. You know, I really hope that Jade gets drafted to SmackDown on Monday, because I've had a lot of history with Damage Control, and while I've had a lot of amazing women fight alongside me, I have never been the one that's gotten to finally end it with Damage Control for everything that they've done to me and to this division. And Jade is the perfect person to help me do that.
Bianca going to SmackDown, folks. I mean, yeah, and Jade going to Raw.
Control is falling apart piece by piece.
I told y'all. I told y'all. They're winning the tag titles.
Not take those titles at Backlash. The Kabuki Warriors won't even have a reason to show back up here to SmackDown.
Okay, so they're gonna come out here, then Jade gonna come out here. Here we go. They're losing. They're losing. So this is what I was saying, guys. This is how they're gonna get out of it. Bianca Belair and Jade are gonna win the tag titles at Backlash. Then it won't matter if they're drafted to the same show, because they'll travel together. I'm telling you, Jade is going to Raw. Yeah, Jade is going to Raw. Jade is going to Raw. Correct, Richard. Correct. You are correct. That's what's happening. I got it backwards. I thought it made more sense for Bianca to go to Jade. I thought it made more sense for Bianca to go to SmackDown and Jade to go to Raw. I just said it backwards. I thought it made more sense for Bianca to go to Raw and Jade to go to SmackDown. But that's not happening. They're doing it the other way around. I guess they want Bianca to be on SmackDown because she's the bigger star. But they'll be drafted to different shows. I'm telling you. Wow. Kevin Owens and Tama Tonga. Look at the MFT going crazy. Who the hell is the security guards getting their ass kicked?
Security certainly deserves hazard pay when you're dealing with the bloodline. Poor Hurricane nearly got flattened.
Jamie Noble desperately trying to drag KO.
Randy Orton, I knew it. This is a match. I called this as well. Randy Orton and KO versus Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa was the other match for Backlash. I called that on Twitter, so. But this makes sense. This makes sense. Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa versus Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. That's the match for Backlash.
Trying to bull rush the Viper. Solo escaping the RKO. Orton giving chase.
Place is a complete meltdown.
Wow.
But KO's got to be happy to see Orton.
This would have ended up gruesome had Rowdy Orton not shown up in the nick of time, and we might get back to it.
Owens isn't done yet. Kevin Owens will not rest. Kevin Owens will not settle. KO may not sleep until this issue is resolved.
This is certainly not the last we've seen from these four.
What do y'all think, guys? What do you think? Do you guys think that Jade is going to be a SmackDown superstar? I don't think so. Bully Ray, baby, let's go. The way the story is being set up, the way Bianca's talked, they might as well there's no reason to put them on separate pools for them to just be drafted to SmackDown, to the same brand. Doesn't make sense. If they're going to do that, they just would have had them come together. They separated them and made the point of Bianca saying, I hope she gets drafted to SmackDown because yada, yada, yada. Because she getting drafted to Raw. It makes no sense from a kayfabe standpoint to have Bianca get drafted and then have Adam Pearce lose out on Jade. Jade will go to Raw. Jade will go to Raw. I agree, Richard. Jacob Fatu will absolutely pop up at Backlash as well. They're going to win this is my whole thought process. I could be wrong, but this is my whole thought process. Triple H does not want to do Bianca versus Jade this year. Why? Jade is green. She's not ready to wrestle Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair is way better than her in the ring. It's going to be a bad matchup for Jade. From a matchup standpoint, it's silly to do that match now. Bianca and Jade is a money match that they're going to be building for years to come. So what's the plan here? We're going to have Jade come along in the WWE. We'll put her with Bianca. Bianca will bring her along. But ultimately, we don't want to do that match right now. We're not ready for that. Jade is not ready for that match. It makes no sense to pull the trigger on that yet. So when they have the big falling out, when the falling out happens, they will have to be split because they're on separate brands. That's how you get out of it. That's how you make it work. You want Jade to be with Bianca, but you don't want to do the feud right away. So what do? Bianca, you go to SmackDown. Jade, you go to Raw. But the draft does not kick in until after Backlash. So once they win the titles at Backlash, it won't matter that they're on separate brands. They'll travel together because they're tag team champions. But once they lose those belts, the Bianca and Jade will split. And that's how you avoid doing the big match that you're trying to avoid, right? That's how you avoid the feud. Or we want to do the feud, but we can't because they're on separate brands. That's how you get out of it. Because they don't want to do Bianca versus Jade this year, I don't think. That's a money match that you save for a Mania. So if you want to save that match, the way you get them away from each other, similar to what they did with Jay. Remember what they did with Jay and Jimmy? Jay left SmackDown and Cody Rhodes brought him into Raw. That's how they had them separated to then bring them back for Mania later. They'll do the same thing with Bianca and Jade. They'll be tag team champions. There'll be a falling out, but because they're drafted to separate brands, Bianca will go to SmackDown, Jade will go to Raw. That's the whole setup of that promo. Bianca said, I really hope Jade is drafted to SmackDown, yada, yada, yada. It's heavy-handed. That was the whole setup. The Backlash match is happening soon. There's no reason to fast-track the Backlash match if they're going to be on the same brand. There's no reason. They're fast-tracking it in the way they're doing it right now because on Monday, Jade will be drafted to Raw. That'll be the whole thing. And then it'll be, oh my God, there's urgency now. We have to do this. We have to win this match. We have to win it at Backlash or we'll be separated. And they'll go into Backlash to win it. That's the story. The story will be, because right now there's no real story beyond Bianca wants to face Damage Control, right? So the story will be Bianca and Jade want to stay together. So they have to win or they'll be separated. And they'll go in and they'll win and they'll be together. But once they lose those belts, Jade will go to Raw, Bianca will go to SmackDown. Richard, you're probably not wrong. Bianca versus Charlotte at Mania 41. But here's the question. Where is Andrade? Because Charlotte Flair and Andrade will be together. So I'll be curious to see where Andrade gets drafted. But then again, there's the Rumble. If Bianca wins the Rumble, she can always challenge Rhea that way. They don't have to be on the same brand. The Rumble winner can pick anybody. So Bianca can always pick Rhea anyway. So it doesn't matter, right? if you want Bianca and Rhea, the first match to be at Mania, you can save the feud until the Royal Rumble match. Bianca wins the Royal Rumble, then she challenges Rhea. You can do it that way. But all I'm saying is, Jade is going to be drafted to Raw. EC Dub, EC Dub, EC Dub.
With the first pick of the third round of the 2024 WWE Draft, Smackdown
Flex. A Knight, yep. Yeah. So LA Knight is now still back on SmackDown. I got that right as well. So the only thing I got wrong was Jay and Bianca so far. The only thing I got wrong is Jay Bianca. Everything else is the same. I had Carmella on Raw. I had Carmella on SmackDown. I had Randy Orton on SmackDown. I had Nia Jax on SmackDown. I had LA Knight on SmackDown. Only thing I got wrong was Bianca.
third round of the 2024 WWE Draft, Raw selects
What's happening? Ricochet. Got that right as well. Samantha Irvin's on Raw. Ricochet will stay on Raw. I got something pretty good so far. Now that I think about it, I'm actually pretty good. The only thing I got wrong was Bianca and Jay. Because I did not know that Roman was not going to be a part of the draft. I'm feeling pretty good about myself now. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good, folks.
with the third pick of the third round of the
Yep.
2024
I'm feeling pretty good.
WWE Draft.
Samantha Irvin and Ricochet is on Raw.
Selects Solo Sikoa,
The Bloodline. So I was right about that as well. I was right about that as well. Bloodline says on SmackDown. I was right. I'm feeling so much better about myself. I'm feeling good, folks. Bianca Belair and Jay is my fuck up. That's it. Bianca and Jay. That makes sense. When Roman Reigns comes back to SmackDown. I got that right as well. Okay. Feeling good. Sheamus has a storyline with Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre will be on Raw. Folks, your boy Will is not crazy. Okay, I'm still pretty good. Jay and Bianca are my fuck ups. That's all. Jay and Bianca are my fuck ups. Bianca versus Julia. Yeah, okay. It's Tiffy time. Let's go, Tiffy. Ricochet says on Raw, we want tables.
Implications. We are joined on commentary by the WWE Women's Champion, Bayley. And Bayley, we understand this matchup was your idea. Yours and Nick Aldis collaborating. Tell us why you feel this is a good decision.
Well, I'm a genius, but Tiffany Stratton is new on SmackDown. She's new here in the WWE, and she has to learn that she has to earn her way to this, okay? You can't take shortcuts when Bayley's the champion.
Shortcuts like disrespecting Hall of Famers, the Dudley Boys on the way out?
Exactly.
I Why? I said why. Oh my God. Let's go. Y'all like Naomi's theme? Go. Go. Pump your fist. Let's go. Let's go. Bailey, we talking about?
Decided that, you know, she didn't care what happened at the end of the match. She didn't care who won the match because she wants a piece of it. And
No audio. You can't hear me? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
made a statement. She got my attention.
Now we hope Jay goes to Raw. I think she will. I'm pretty confident. I'm confident in it. I'm confident she goes to Raw. I really am.
What do you expect to see? A different side of Naomi in this one, Bailey?
I hope so, because you know we talked a little bit.
I'm really confident about it.
Both very annoyed at the way things had went down. So
Listen, let me pull you up on that one, Bailey. Tiffany Stratton laid you out last week.
Oh, you meant the SmackDown feed.
Months ago would have been out for blood.
Let's go, Naomi. Nice slide.
Done absolutely nothing. Are you going soft?
you idiot. Am I?
Oh, you idiot.
I'm the champ.
Bailey calling people idiot. That's hilarious.
Forget that.
Have to understand he's worked with Michael Cole for a long time.
That's very true. Michael Cole is an idiot.
He is an idiot.
I'm the champion now. All right. Wait. I have to.
So she's babyface, but she's still calling people idiots. I love it.
Different level.
Naomi making
So Tiffany's gonna win this for sure.
looking for fireworks here.
Cross body. Oh, dive, moose, roll through.
Contact. Naomi rolls through.
Oh, slide out the way. This is gonna be like a 5-minute match.
Hip attack. That may do it.
Nice hip attack from Tiffany. So talented.
Looks at the
If Tiffany stays on SmackDown,
incredible aggression of Tiffany.
we have Bianca versus Tiffany. We have Bianca versus Naomi.
You don't want to fight Tiffany Stratton.
After the whole tag team division thing.
Your response.
I wonder how long that will last.
Michael Cole, come on. Let's look. I would love to get in.
Tiffany's gonna smack Bailey.
Modified pile driver on the apron. Nearly took Stratton out. Here comes
Cross body. Oh no. Oh, careful, Naomi. Careful.
split takedown on the floor.
That's a nice split.
Naomi versus Stratton. Who is going to challenge Bailey?
I like it. Hey, she didn't get.
Careful, Naomi. Don't get hurt out there. We don't want to hurt you. We don't want you hurt out there. The match will have a decision. Either Tiffany wins or ends in a double count out. Oh, that's true. They can always do triple threat that way. OTM and the Street Profits. I knew they weren't going to put the Bloodline and the Judgment Day on the same show. That just felt weird. That felt weird. It didn't make any sense. So the Bloodline stays on SmackDown. So when Roman Reigns comes back to SmackDown, they'll be there. That makes sense. Roman Reigns will be back on SmackDown ultimately. Okay, folks? That's where Roman Reigns will be. Still expect this triple threat. That's not a bad call. Will Bianca make up with Bailey now? That's probably a storyline that's going to happen. That's a story beat that's going to happen. That's why she's on SmackDown for stuff like that. I think she'll have Tiffany. I don't know if Tiffany will be there. We'll see what happens with Imperium. I think Imperium goes to SmackDown. That's why you do that's how you get Gunther versus Cody. So I'm thinking Tiffany will be on SmackDown. We have Nia Jax on SmackDown. Bianca. Yeah, I think that's what you do. Almost freaked me out there for a second, Jen. Jesus. Like, what happened to Tony Khan? My God. Get the hell out of me. So right now, the backlash card is Cody and AJ, Priest and Jay, Women's Tag, RKO versus the Bloodline. Yeah, I think that's what it'll be. Yep. RKO and KO. Yeah, RKO versus Bloodline. Yep. And Sammy versus Bronson. I guess it's possible they can announce that on the Go Home on Raw. Right now it's all SmackDown except for one. Damien and Jay is the only Raw match. Everything else is SmackDown until unless they add Sammy versus Bronson. That'll be the other Raw match. I'm also thinking the Street Profits versus the Street Profits versus A-Town Down Under is possible as well. Yeah, exactly. So I had two women's matches, the tag team match and triple threat match, but it depends on what happens here. I still think Damage Control go to SmackDown. I think Damage Control has storylines with Bayley set up. I think we're going to get that triple threat match at SummerSlam, the OG triple threat match, the OG Damage Control triple threat match. Bayley, Io, and Dakota. It's happening at SummerSlam. Oh, nice plant there. 1, 2.
Bailey, let me ask you this. Damage Control are going to be available in the Night 2 draft pool on Raw this Monday. I take it you're going to be hoping...
Dakota Kai said that Dakota Kai will get a rematch anytime she wants. You don't say that she's going to Raw. Dakota Kai and Io Sky will stay on SmackDown. Oh, good spot. They're both on the ground. Who's going to win it? So 6 matches, I think. According to the draft, hey Richard, according to the roster, the Damage Control is a 4-piece. So all 4 are going to the same location. They're all part of the same. Damage Control is all part of the same faction. All 4 of them. So you can't split it. According to the roster breakdown, if you look at the roster breakdown, all 4 women are part of Damage Control. So they'll all be drafted to once. Nia Jax attack Bayley. Already. She's already making a move on Bayley. Nia Jax. Is Naomi going to see the attack? Okay, so Naomi's going to see the attack. And it's... Well, that's it. That's it. What's going on? Is it going to be a Fatal 4-Way match? Another DQ. Oh, Nia and Tiffany Stratton get along well. Nia and Tiffany get along in real life. They're really friends now in real life. Can they do Tiffany and Nia Jax versus... That could be a tag team. Look at Tiffany. Tiffany's happy. They're doing Tiffany versus... They're going to be Tiffany and Naomi as a group. Watch. And that could be a tag team that Bianca and Jade have to face. A Tiffany and Naomi tag team. You gonna do it again? You gonna do it again? So what's gonna happen at Backlash? Probably a triple threat match, yeah. They're gonna get out of the way this time. Roll. Oh no, he hit it again. She hit it again. She stands tall again. Tiffany Stratton stands tall again.
Bayley was hoping to have a high-profile matchup when we arrived in Lyon, France, 1 week from tomorrow, but doesn't appear to be the case.
That's crazy. B-Fab. Calm down, Montez.
Okay, so we don't know what your WWE draft destination will be until this Monday Night Raw, but looking ahead to next Friday, what we do know is that you, Montez Ford, and you, Angelo Dawkins, will challenge A-Town Down Under for the
WWE. So the tag match is on SmackDown. So SmackDown is in France, so that's the main event for SmackDown probably. A-Town Down Under versus Street Profits. That's the big tag team match, championship match for that show.
Right back here to SmackDown.
Did you say SmackDown? Because you can't have SmackDown without the greatest undefeated tag team champions of all time.
Yeah, the men's tag team match is on SmackDown. Probably the main event.
The championship, some of the Bengals know nothing about.
Well, we know they'll all be on SmackDown. So the Street Profits versus the A-Town Down Under feud will continue because they'll be on SmackDown. So that feud will continue. Look at Teddy freaking Long. JBL is back, baby. Guys, guess what? I was right all along. I was right all along. Watch this cop out. I was right all along. Check this out. YouTube channel. Videos. Where is it? Where is it? Why Jade is going to Raw.
HCM is a serious heart condition affecting as many as
I was right all along.
Like me.
Jade is going to Raw.
It can impact how you feel.
You can't even see the freaking title of the video on the screen.
So I talked to my cardiologist.
I was right all along.
Advances in HCM that gave me new
Anyways, go back.
It was a breakthrough for me.
That conversation was big.
I'm joking. I can't claim that. Even though I thought Jay was going to Raw originally, I can't claim that because I thought it was going to happen before. What? You know what? Actually, no, I think I can. Watch me cope here. I think I can. Let me tell you how. All right. Let me tell you how. I thought Jay was going to Raw originally. Remember that? I made a whole video about it. But then they had to pivot. They had to pivot in order to I just realized the commercial would go playing. That's the whole thing about this whole. I gotta remember. They had to pivot to have Jade be on the card for WrestleMania. So they had Jade signed to SmackDown so they can do the whole Bianca Jade Naomi match. Now that that's over, Jade is going back to where she was going to go originally, which was Raw. Because if you remember, Jade said that the Mania match was not a part of the plans. So I was right all along. Jade was going to Raw the whole entire time, but they changed it last minute to set up the Mania match. Now that the Mania match is over, she's going back to Raw, which was the original plan. I was right all along. Yeah, that's my story. I'm taking to it. That's my story. I'm taking to it. I was right all along. Jade was always going to Raw, but they changed the plans for the Mania match. That's what I'm saying. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. We're gonna get Bianca and Jade. We're eventually gonna get Bianca and Jade versus Tiffany and Nia Jax, I bet. Bianca versus Rhea. Unfortunately, no earlier than Mania 41. No earlier than Mania 41. No earlier. I think Rhea will come back on Raw to deal with Liv Morgan. What the hell is going on? What is happening right now? What are they doing? Karrion Kross is attacking freaking.
Stay here on SmackDown. The violence will continue until we get what we want. So say it! The Final Testament.
The Final Testament is attacking What's the name of the damn group? The tag team of Pete Dunne and I don't remember the name of that group. Isn't it like No Catch Republic, something like that? No Catch Republic? Yeah, appreciate that. Twitter's fun. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun-dun. Dun, dun. Teddy Long and JBL are here. All right, let's see. I've been right pretty much, except for the first round. I've been right. See what happened next. What's happening, Teddy Long?
WWE Draft Smackdown selects AJ Styles.
I had AJ Styles on Raw, so wrong about that. Where the hell is AJ Styles at? Here it is. I had him on Raw. I thought it was more interesting for him. He already faced LA Knight. He about to face Cody Rhodes. I figured Raw would be better for him, but whatever. That's kind of interchangeable anyway. Yep, of course. Yeah, Alpha Academy has to go to Raw. They're chasing the IC title. That makes sense. They have his goal is to take the belt off of Sami Zayn, so of course he has to be on Raw. That makes sense. Like I said, most of this is pretty straightforward. You know, most of it is straightforward. I think. Fourth round, you fool. You say third? Charlotte Flair is going to SmackDown. Charlotte Flair returns to SmackDown. Mania 41 might be Bianca versus Charlotte. That's in the plans. Because Bianca and Charlotte are still on the same brand now. Charlotte will return to SmackDown because Andrade is on SmackDown. So Charlotte's to SmackDown, folks.
And with the final pick of the fourth round, Raw selects Kiana James.
Kiana James. Oh my God. Kiana James. Oh my God, Kiana James. I love it. Let's go, Kiana. Let's go, Kiana James. She deserves it. She's ready. She's ready. She's good. She can go in the ring. She's athletic. She's talented. She deserves it. She deserves it. She deserves it. I love that for Kiana. She deserves it. Kiana James. I did not have her in here.
And let's take a closer look for those of you who may not be familiar with NXT, or should I say Monday Night Raw superstar Kiana James.
I love Kiana James.
My name is Kiana James. In the corporate world and in the ring,
Kiana James is ready, man. She's so good.
a successful woman knows her worth and her clout.
The only thing I don't like that Kiana James was not given the title in NXT. Hell yeah, Kiana.
Monday Night Raw. Over 100 NXT superstars eligible tonight. Only 2 names were called. Yours was one of them. How much does this mean to you right now?
It means the world to me. I'm just filled with gratitude, but honestly, I know that every decision that I've made thus far is by design to get me into this exact moment, and I'm so proud of everything that I've done in NXT, but I'm ready to show Raw exactly why Kiana James is the 1%.
I was watching you. Were you surprised?
Was I surprised? I mean, yeah, I wasn't.
Well, listen, HBK, the Heartbreak Kid himself, is here to congratulate you. Congratulations again. Thank you for this.
Hell yeah, Kiana James deserves it. She's so good. I love her.
2 draft selections tonight, and it all comes on the heels of an
She's so good. She never got her moment in NXT, but she's so talented. She's so athletic. She's good on the mic. She looks amazing. She's awesome. I love that for Kiana James, man. She's so good. She deserves it. She's so good, man. Kiana James is in NXT. She's talented as hell. Very athletic. Great look. A star. She never got her championship run that she deserved, but she's more than ready to go. She's more than ready. You'll see. She can wrestle her ass off. I love her. Kiana James, man. Yeah, it probably won't be till 41, 42. You're probably right, Pedro. You're probably right. But I'm so happy about Kiana James. She deserves it, man. She's so good. Go back and watch her match. I think in 2022. What the hell? Oh, okay. This is Battleground. The Deadline match she had, I believe it's 2022 Deadline. She didn't get a single pinfall, but she was the best, most impressive athlete in the entire match. She was so great. I've been so high on Kiana James for so long. You finally got that call up that she deserves. Young, she's only 26 years old. Ton of upside, ton of talent. She can wrestle with anybody. She's so athletic. I just feel awesome about Kiana James, man. She never got her moment in NXT, but there's nothing left for her to do there. There's nothing left. If you weren't going to put the title on her, there's nothing left for her to do. There's nothing left for her. I've been saying it for so long. Who is Bianca's next 3 Mania opponents? Probably Charlotte, Rhea, Jade, in that order. Probably. I've given up on Rhea. Well, I haven't completely given up, but I just don't trust it anymore. I just don't trust it anymore. But I'm so happy for Kiana, man. Wow. Kiana is here, folks. Check this out. Gotta show really quick before it gets taken down. Let me see. Stop playing with Kiana James. Call her up or put a belt on her. Just super athletic. Look at that. Boom. Can do anything in the ring. She's so good. That's it for the draft, folks. That's it for the draft. So we have I didn't have Kiana in here. So that's the draft. So these people did not get drafted. No Zoe Stark. She'll probably get drafted in off screen, off TV. Let's get
motorcycle insurance. It has been draft day all day, but what we just witnessed moments ago hits you right in the feels with a surprise draft pick from NXT.
Love that. She had no idea. She deserves it. Kiana James deserves it.
How do you feel about SmackDown selections?
I'm feeling very good about our selections. The future is bright, and I can't wait for our new recruits to step up and show out for the blue brand. But we've got to turn our attention for a moment to Backlash, because I got a couple of matches to announce for our first ever PLE in France, and I'm very excited.
Okay, here's the Backlash matches.
The championship will be on the line in a triple threat match. Bayley will defend against Tiffany Stratton.
Triple threat.
And there's one more match to announce, but I'm going to let the GOAT take this one. Go ahead, Teddy.
Hey, what's up, player? Let me let you know something right now, all right? Don't forget,
We're going to talk about this tag team match, what's going to happen now. And it's going to be the Bloodline taking on Kevin Owens
And Randy Orton.
Holla, player.
Had that one as well. I predicted all the matches.
Two massive announcements for Backlash. Lyon, France, 1 week from tomorrow. The triple threat for the WWE
Johnny James for Raw.
Championship and a huge tag team matchup. That's great.
So I had all the matches predicted.
I was hoping you would have to go in a tag team matchup against The Undertaker, but that's neither here nor there. It's the 2024 WWE Draft. Superstars.
Crazy.
All evening, and it continues this coming Monday. But our very own Kofi Kingston took part in a different kind of draft last night. This is, of course, the New England Patriots draft.
What was I about to show you guys? I don't remember anymore. I can't remember what I was going to show you guys. But yeah, this is good shit. Oh yeah, my prediction. Where was it? Where is it? Another glitch. Here it is. So I had Cody versus AJ, which is correct. I had Damian Priest versus Jey Uso, which is correct. I had the Kabuki Warriors versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, which is correct. I had Bayley, Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, which was correct. I had Kevin Owens and Randy Orton versus the Bloodline, which is correct. Then I had 8-Time Down versus Street Profits, but it turns out that won't be on that card. That'll be on the Smackdown card that's in France. So I'm pretty good. I think maybe they'll add one more match. I think they'll add one more match. Holla holla for sure. They'll add one more match, I think, from the Raw brand, maybe. Or maybe they do 5. I don't know. RKO show? Wow. Carmelo Hayes, let's go. I'm happy for Carmelo Hayes. SmackDown match against Cody Rhodes. That's huge. Big time match for Carmelo. Still a heel.
We've been waiting all night for this matchup, but Carmelo Hayes has been waiting his entire career for this moment, which is one of the main reasons why the Performance Center is cheering on a man who was not necessarily thought well of when he disappeared.
Well, Carmelo Hayes helped build that building into what it is today. Make no mistake, Carmelo Hayes is not a new guy. This guy isn't a rookie. Melo has done it all in NXT, and if you don't know this guy already, take your head out of your backside and accept that the future is here.
Big time match. Let's go. This would be awesome. About to another woe. Too many woes. Crowd is here, about to blow. It took me to start the show. Whoa. This will be a good match. Cody wins clean, of course. But it should be a good match. Yes, Seth went to Raw, where Becky is. What happened to CM Punk? Wasn't CM Punk supposed to show up today? CM Punk was supposed to be here. Where the hell is CM Punk? They announced CM Punk. They promised CM Punk. Where the hell is CM Punk? They lied. Where's CM Punk? I just thought about that. Where's CM Punk, folks? CM Punk is supposed to be here. That's crazy.
Well, tonight's main event is sponsored by eBay Motors. And Wade, I've got to ask you.
I don't know if no, it's not a title match. It's not a title match. Because if it was, they would have announced it.
As a member of the Smackdown roster, and you see the WWE champion with all the fireworks, with all the adulation, walking your way.
I don't think Cody connected with that kick. That's fine. Let's go. Good match. Two talented wrestlers. Carmelo Hayes don't miss. Let's go. Yeah, Carmelo is definitely a heel. Definitely a heel.
Carmelo needs to find a way back into this. Rhodes and Hayes one-on-one continues.
One scorching heat.
This, yeah, we're definitely gonna get Tiffany and Nia Jax versus Bianca and Jade for sure. It's non-title. It's a non-title match. Where the hell is CM Punk? AJ interferes? Potentially. At the end of the match. After he beats Carmelo Hayes, they won't have Carmelo beat Cody Rhodes. So maybe after the match, he'll attack. To add some heat. Where the hell is CM Punk? CM Punk will appear live during both nights. That was a lie. They got to give Cincinnati back their money for the tickets. The people who paid to see CM Punk, they got to pay him back. Where the hell is CM Punk? I mean, come on now. That's false advertising, folks. What Drew word to get drafted? What Drew word? Where Drew's going to Raw? If that's what you're asking, Drew McIntyre will go to Raw for sure. Interesting. I'm so jazzed about Kiana James. This girl has talents. She really does. She could be a champion on the main roster, I think. She really can. All right, we're back. Carmelo Hayes.
Wasting no time challenging the top dog, the WWE champion Cody Rhodes, one-on-one. And Wade, I've got to ask you, if you're Carmelo Hayes, you're a new superstar, tell me about the mentality that it takes to challenge the top dog out of the gate, much like you did when a man named Cena was on top.
People need to watch NXT. They will know how good she is. Okay. Cody Rhodes delivering forearm. Irish whip.
Could it be overconfidence?
Oh.
To see Carmelo Hayes in his 2.5 years plus in NXT once overexert himself. He is confident, I'll give you that, but he feels he's ready. He's wanted opportunities like this one for over 12 months. He's been kicking.
Cody Rhodes in trouble. Carmelo Hayes in control.
Bring me to Raw, bring me to SmackDown. I will prove how good I am. He's got a chance now against the absolute biggest star in the industry in 24.
Cody Rhodes taking control of the match now.
I know Cody's been competing in live events around the globe, but what are the odds Cody is suffering from some semblance of a WrestleMania hangover, just coming off the biggest match of his entire life?
Cody's career mission was to try and claim that gold that his father, the great
Oh.
Dusty Rhodes, never won. Now that's done, Cody needs to find a similar motivation to keep pushing on, because if he can't,
I wonder what Easy Dame, who was with Kiana James, now she's gonna be a solo because she was kind of Kiana James' muscle, but now Kiana's gone. She got to work on her own. Oh, look at that DDT, springboard DDT, amazing. Carmelo Hayes is so damn good.
And Rhodes kicks out before 3.
right now the NXT Performance Center losing their minds at one of their own coming out here and blowing minds.
Cody Rhodes learning firsthand just what Carmelo Hayes is capable of. The fadeaway DDT. WWE Universe here in a sold-out Heritage Bank Center trying to will on the American Nightmare. Carmelo escapes out the back door.
Wow. Roll. Oh, close. Yeah, 8 minutes left before AJ Styles comes out. Oh, look at that sell by. Look at that sell by Carmelo Hayes. It's so damn good, man. Or not. Look at that bump. That bump by Carmelo Hayes.
Absolutely cleaned the clock of Carmelo Hayes. Take another look at this. A complete 360 landing face first, but still with the endurance and the durability to kick out. Carmelo Hayes ain't giving up.
But what Carmelo Hayes is doing right now is putting all of WWE on notice, taking the eyes of the WWE Universe and forcing them to watch him. This could be Carmelo Hayes' big moment.
Carmelo Hayes is up on shoulders of Cody Rhodes. Power slam.
Well, if it ended right there, you would say Carmelo Hayes knocked it out of the park today, because what a performance it's been. The fact that he's still in this match with the absolute best WWE has to offer is quite something. Hats off to Carmelo.
Good match. Really good match.
Is it possible we see the WWE champion unravel a bit tonight?
Well, you got to remember, Carmelo Hayes has been.
Oh, Cody Cutter. It's it. It's over. Oh, he kicked out.
Right there is just how good Carmelo Hayes is. This is a different level. The frustration building now on the face of Cody Rhodes. He knows he's in big trouble. This Cody Cutter connected to perfection. How many guys have you seen be put away with that move? Melo is still in this one.
Cody could be looking for the crossroads. You could see Rhodes look at our official Jason Ayers and say, "Are you kidding me?"
Oh.
Cody in disbelief.
Oh, man. Cody, turn around. You almost set the spot there. Carmelo Hayes looking at it, going to the top ropes. Oh, roll through. Here comes the. Oh, super kick. Both missed.
Horrible landing, about as bad as it could have been. And right now, Melo has the chance to capitalize on a wounded.
They're going for. Okay. That was a little weird. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened there. Was that a botch or was that intentional? Cody wins. I don't know if that was intentional or not. That was a weird ending. They both missed their spot. They both went for an attack and missed. That was weird. That was weird. I don't know what happened there.
WWE champion Cody Rhodes picking up the win, but Carmelo Hayes leaving
He may have actually hurt himself. I call it Blair and I call it JC Jane. Cody Rhodes fine. Where's AJ? There's 5 minutes left. I didn't know Carmella's foot was injured. Carmella said she returned with her foot heals up. Oh yeah, she had that injury that won't heal. Where's AJ Styles? Where's AJ Styles? I guess no AJ Styles. Never mind. There's still 4 minutes left. Where's CM Punk?
Smackdown career. Iron sharpens iron, and tonight was no exception. Carmelo Hayes stunning Cody Rhodes and the WWE Universe with his offense. Cody delivered a Cody cutter that was surely the end, but wasn't. And finally, the crossroads planted Carmelo Hayes, a wounded champion, and a hell of an effort by both athletes. Plenty of reason to be excited about Friday Night Smackdown and WWE as a whole. Oh, wait a minute.
I knew AJ Styles. There it is. AJ. There's too much time left. AJ's here. Come on, AJ, do something interesting. What are you gonna do, AJ? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, AJ? Okay. That's it. That's it. That is the end of SmackDown. That is the end of SmackDown, folks. Oh, they're shaking hands. Well, excuse me. I was wrong. I thought, well, I'll be damned. Well, I'll be damned, folks. They actually shook hands. They're actually keeping it respectful. All right, folks, let's look at this freaking thing, man. They're actually keeping it respectful. Okay. So, I like the draft. No Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark was not drafted. Mia Yim was not drafted. Shayna Baszler was not drafted. They'll probably be drafted now. Like, this weekend, over the weekend, they'll probably be drafted. Or in SmackDown Lowdown, the SmackDown Lowdown, they'll probably be drafted. But I'm liking that. I'm liking Kiana James to SmackDown, to Raw. So the next woman that gets drafted will probably go to SmackDown. So I had JC Jane going to SmackDown. So that might be it. Or maybe Blair going to SmackDown. But yeah, I like how it ended up. I don't like Bianca on SmackDown, but whatever. I have to deal with it. Nia Jax going to SmackDown makes me feel a little better. I think Tiffany will stay on SmackDown. Charlotte Flair is returning to SmackDown. So there's stuff for Bianca to do. There's stuff for Bianca to do. She'll be in the tag team division for now. Jade is going to be drafted to Raw. I'm telling you right now, folks. Jade will be drafted to Raw. Telling you. Trust. Yeah, SmackDown Lowdown. Exactly. That's exactly what's going to happen. Jade is going to Raw. Telling you. Boy, so no CM Punk. That's false advertising. That's big time false advertising. I don't care. I wasn't there. But that's actually like legitimately some false advertisement there. It's crazy. Wow. No CM Punk, folks. That didn't work. Yeah, I'm going to get that fixed next time. Yeah, Punk missing night was a carb subject to change thing. Yeah, it was. Something happened. Maybe he got caught on traffic. Maybe he couldn't make a flight. Something happened. Probably won't know what it is. But for whatever reason, he can't make the show. So, if you weren't drafted, should you feel bad? Probably not. You'll be fine. But I'm liking Bianca and Nia Jax on the same show. Everything else is fine. Everything else is pretty much chalk. Like all of Raw was chalk. I had all of Raw right except for Jay. I love Kiana James being on Raw. She's so good. She's so athletic. She's so talented. She deserves this call up. She's good. Trust me, she's good. If you don't know about Kiana James, she's an athletic chick who can talk on the mic, who looks amazing. She's gonna be fine on the main roster. SmackDown, I called everything except for Bianca in Andrade, but not bad. Bianca versus Damage Control. Unfortunately, I do believe Damage Control is going to SmackDown anyway, because Bayley has an active storyline with Dakota and Io. Is it possible? Is it possible? No, I just don't buy that he's going to give up on the Damage Control storyline. Because Liv Morgan is going to be occupied with Becky and Rhea when she comes back. So what is Damage Control going to do over there? Nah. I'm still thinking that it's been too long for Damage Control Bianca storyline. But the Bayley... Dakota Kai said in her promo that Dakota Kai... Let me say it again. Dakota Kai said in her promo that Io Sky will get that belt whenever she wants, okay? I don't buy that it's over. I don't buy that it's done. I just simply do not. I don't like it, but it makes sense that Damage Control might be on SmackDown. I agree. They go to Raw, you have to start a new program altogether with Io and Dakota. And I still believe that they want to do that triple threat match, the OG triple threat match. So, even Bianca's promo, she said that she wants her on SmackDown to deal with Damage Control. That's an interesting line from Bianca. I think Damage Control will be on SmackDown. Raw can get Mia Yim. They can get a call up like a Blair Davenport. Oh no, they got Kiana James. So they can get Rhea coming back. Okay, we gotta look at this now because at first I had where's my original lineup here? My original lineup, I had my original lineup was balanced, very much balanced. I had here it is. Let me Chrome. Go to show browser. Okay, here you go. Here's my original lineup here, folks. My original lineup, I had Charlotte on Raw. I had Fallon Henley. I had Blair Davenport. So I had two women from NXT with Raquel and Charlotte Flair. Talking singles right now. Singles, I had Blair Davenport, Fallon Henley, Raquel, Charlotte Flair, Ivy Nile, Rhea, Liv, Becky, and Bianca. So that's the thing. I had Bianca on SmackDown, but now Jay goes to Raw now. So that evens out. That evens out there. Now we have, I would call Kiana James, not Kiana James, JC Jane. Keep forgetting Kiana James on Raw. Okay, so we have Kiana James on Raw. Okay, Kiana is on Raw. I call up Blair or Fallon Henley also to Raw. JC Jane is on SmackDown. And then we'll still be cooking. Yeah, okay, I see. So as long as Jay goes to Raw and we call up some NXT girls, Raw will be fine. We got Kiana James on Raw. Add a Fallon Henley. Add a Blair Davenport. That'll actually help out Raw. And then we'll be fine there. The NXT women's division will help Raw. Will invigorate Raw. SmackDown looks loaded right now with Bianca, Nia Jax, potentially Tiffany, Io, Dakota. Yeah, all the NXT women got to go to Raw. Send them to Raw. Might as well. Maybe one. And I have one, JC Jane. JC Jane goes to SmackDown. I will put Blair Davenport or Fallon Henley on Raw. So two NXT call-ups to Raw. Then you do one NXT call-up for the women to SmackDown. But yeah. Then maybe Mia Yim as well. Go to Raw. Send Mia Yim to Raw. Maybe send NXT. Go to Raw. That'll work too. But yeah, my roster wasn't too far off. The big thing I had wrong was Bianca on Raw and Jay on SmackDown. Who's the big winner? The big winner for tonight. The big winner for tonight is probably Nia Jax. She gets away from Liv Morgan. She gets away from Becky Lynch. Gets away from Rhea. Now she joins up with Tiffany Stratton, potentially, because her and Tiffany have a good relationship. So they may want to do a Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax tag team match or a tag team. That might be something they might do. And she has fresh feuds with Bayley and Naomi and Bianca potentially. So Nia Jax is the big winner here, I think. Now she has new women to beat up. And Kiana James. Two women. Kiana James and Nia Jax are the big winners. Yep. Women's tag team match and the triple threat match are official with Backlash. Yeah, I think so. Tiffany and Nia Jax could be a tag team champions for sure. They could be tag team champions for sure. In fact, if the Kabuki Warriors won't do it, if you're not going to take the belts off of Bianca and Jay for the Kabuki Warriors, I can see Tiffany and Nia Jax doing it. And that causes that little feud between Bianca and Jade. That feud happens. Bianca goes to SmackDown permanently. Jade goes to Raw permanently. I can see that. And Charlotte's on SmackDown as well. Yeah, there's plenty of options for Bianca going forward. There's plenty of options between Tiffany. Assuming Tiffany is on SmackDown, I think it makes sense. I want Imperium on SmackDown so Gunther can chase Cody Rhodes. So if Gunther is going to SmackDown, watch, I think he will. Then Tiffany Stratton and Ludwig Kaiser can be on SmackDown together. And then you have Bianca versus Tiffany, Bianca versus Nia Jax, Bianca versus Io and Dakota still there if you want to do that. Bianca versus someone from NXT. Bianca versus Charlotte Flair when she comes back is right there as well. So it's all there for you. So the big winner is Nia Jax for me and Kiana James. They'll keep them together by winning the tag titles. So here's the thing. You know why? Bianca and Jade are winning the tag titles at Backlash. They're winning. Point blank, period. Bianca and Jade are winning the tag titles. So it doesn't matter what happens in the draft. They'll be together. Because the tag team champions can float. They can pop up anywhere. So they'll be together no matter what. What I'm saying is, they'll be drafted to different shows as the excuse to separate them. Okay? Once you have the big falling out, the big disagreement, once they lose, people will want them to face each other. The way Triple H avoids that is to have them be on separate brands. So they win the tag team titles at Backlash. So no matter what happens in the draft, they're together. Once they lose, they separate because of the draft. That's how you get out of it. They will be together no matter what while they're a tag team. But they will lose those tag belts and then they will separate. The only way this makes any sense, the way to set this up, they set this up for Bianca to go to one show and Jade to go to another show. They almost teased it. Bianca Belair came out there, cut a promo and said, I hope Jade goes to SmackDown because I'm tired of this damn show, yada, yada. In the same segment, they set up the tag match. Jade is going to be drafted to Raw. 100%. Because Triple H is the king of the tease, and he wants Bianca and Jade to be a big-time Mania match, so he's going to avoid it. You cannot convince me that Triple H, the man who refuses to do Bianca versus Rhea, how long has he been teasing that? How long has he been putting off Bianca versus Rhea? That man is going to do Bianca versus Jade this year? Hell no. No. He refuses to do Bianca versus Rhea all willy-nilly. But he's going to pull a trigger on Bianca versus Jade? The money match? No. Jade is going to have more seasoning. Jade is going to go through more feuds. Jade's going to build up her resume and her wrestling skills. And then they'll set up that match. He wants that match to be the biggest match ever. Probably. In order to do that, Jade needs to be ready to go. Jade is not ready to go now yet. She's nowhere close. That's like Mania 43, Mania 42 stuff. I don't believe Bianca Jade is happening anytime soon. I don't. She will get drafted to Raw. She'll get drafted to Raw. Then she will have other feuds to wrestle, other people to wrestle. But the way the thing was setting up, go back and listen to that feud. Go back and listen to that promo from Bianca. Bianca was totally setting up the whole Jade is going to Raw thing. I hope she's drafted to SmackDown so we can deal with this damage control problem. Oh, and just so happens the match was set up without any heat, without any real segment. Bianca and Jade versus the Kabuki Warriors at Backlash. Which makes the whole, I hope Jade Cargill gets drafted to SmackDown, irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter if she drafted to SmackDown if they're champions, which is why it was set up like that. So it was set up like that so Jade can be drafted to Raw on Raw, and then everyone says, "Oh my God, they're going to be separated. What are you going to do?" Then they'll win the tag titles at Backlash, and they'll be together. That's the story. I thought Bianca was going to be on Raw, and Jade is going to be on SmackDown, but it's going to be flipped. Jade will be on Raw, Bianca will be on SmackDown. So he's not going to do Bianca versus Rhea because I'm sure he wants to do Bianca versus Charlotte first. Maybe. What does that mean for Bianca Jade? Bianca versus Jade is not happening anywhere else but other than a SummerSlam or a Mania, and there's just no way in hell I buy him booking that this year. Just don't buy it. Jade is still green. So why would you do that match now? That's the big money match. You want Jade to be ready. The reason why they're in a tag team now is because Jade isn't ready for singles matches. Jade is not ready for primetime singles matches. So what about this year? Would you book Bianca versus Jade? I don't see it. Jade and Bianca is down the road. Jade will be drafted to Raw. I'm 99.999% sure Jade will be drafted to Raw. Rhea Ripley's injury has changed a lot of folks. Her injury has changed a lot of things. So I don't know what's happening to Rhea. I don't know what's happening with Rhea. I know she'll be facing Liv Morgan when she comes back. I know Dominic Mysterio will align himself with Liv Morgan. And I know that ultimately Rhea will beat Liv Morgan. But now her injury, we don't know what's happening with that. Do I believe Bianca has a good chance to win the Rumble? Sure. If Bianca wins the Rumble, she's facing Rhea Ripley. I think Rhea and Bayley will still be well, not Bayley. Bayley, I don't know. Rhea will still be champion. Rhea will be champion by Rumble. She'll be champion by Rumble. I don't know about SmackDown. I don't know about Bayley. I don't know about Bayley. I don't know about Bayley at all. And then the whole Money in the Bank, that's also a nugget in there as well. What happens with Money in the Bank? What happens with the Rumble? What happens with the Chamber? A lot of interesting parts. Jade's involvement kind of makes things kind of interesting. We don't know what's happening with Jade. We just know they don't think she's ready yet. We know that. We don't know what's happening with Jade per se. But I just know that Bianca versus Jade is not happening this year, I don't think. I don't think it's happening this year. If it does happen, it's going to be a squash. I don't think they think she's ready. I don't think they think she's ready. So what do you do? What do you do? You drafted her Raw. That's what you do. Jade will be drafted to Raw. What else happened? Good match between Carmella Hayes and Cody Rhodes. Good match. Good match between Tiffany and Naomi. Naomi will probably be pinned. Naomi will probably be pinned at Backlash. But it'll be a good triple threat match. A good showcase for Tiffany. Tiffany will probably show up and show out big time at Backlash for sure. That's gonna be a good match. Nia Jax, she shows up, she attacks Bayley. That's Bayley's next feud. After she beats Tiffany and Naomi, her next feud is Nia Jax. How does she get out of that? I don't know. She has to beat Nia Jax ultimately. I think she has to beat Nia Jax. So that's a singles match for Bayley right there. So she has feuds lined up for her. So think about this, guys. LWO to SmackDown. Let's see. Do I have? Yes, I have LWO on SmackDown. I do. So, Carlito versus Dragon Lee. That's a good match. What was I about to say? Damn. What was I about to say? I'm about to talk about something. Oh yeah, here it is. So, check this out, guys. In my mind, I believe they want to do the OG triple threat match for Damage Control. Io versus Dakota versus Bayley at SummerSlam. All right? That's why I believe they want to go there. That's what they want to get to. How do you postpone it? How do you drag it out? You have Bayley versus Naomi and Tiffany. And now what happens? Nia Jax comes into play. Nia Jax attacked Bayley just now. So what does that mean? Nia Jax is the next feud for Bayley. Has some filler feuds in there. Drag it out. Give her some time. Some filler feuds. Some matches for her in order to get you to Summer. So if you have Nia Jax lined up for Bayley, then you have time to push off the Dakota Kai, Io Sky story. I still believe that Dakota Kai and Io Sky will be drafted to SmackDown, a part of Damage Control, and they're putting off that feud for the summer. I think Dakota Kai will probably enter the Money in the Bank. Maybe she'll win, maybe she'll not. Maybe Dakota Kai and Io Sky will both be in Money in the Bank. And that'll cause that friction for the first time. Dakota Kai and Io Sky are both going for that contract, that briefcase, and they both get in each other's way. That could cause some friction, which could lead to Dakota Kai turning on Io, which leads to that triple threat match at SummerSlam. I believe SummerSlam triple threat match is in the cards for Damage Control. Triple H likes to tell the story of Damage Control at SummerSlam. They returned at SummerSlam. Io Sky cashed in on Bianca at SummerSlam. And I believe we'll get the triple threat match at SummerSlam. The staple of Damage Control feuds and their story, the big matches, the big story points, the big stories happen at SummerSlam. So we'll get that at SummerSlam, I think. So in order to get SummerSlam, you have to give Bayley some feuds. Yeah, Bayley has to do something. So he gets Tiffany and Naomi now, get Nia Jax, and then you get to Damage Control stuff. Just like Cody Rhodes right now, he gets AJ Styles, then he probably gets Bloodline or Randy Orton or Gunther. Like, ultimately we get back to The Rock and Cody, right? That's what you got to do. You have to buy time. And Bianca will be in a tag team division. So after Bianca and Jade beat the Kabuki Warriors, they'll face Tiffany and Nia Jax. That'll be big time programs. Here's the thing about tag team division, folks. Bianca and Jade are stars, and they want to feature those two, which means they'll be in big time programs. So they'll need someone like a Nia Jax, someone like a Tiffany to team up. Maybe we'll get a Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. I doubt it. I think they're done with that. But they'll have to make tag teams that are interesting and compelling for Bianca and Jade. You can't have them beating up on the life of the party. Maybe you do the Unholy Union. But I think they'll make makeshift tag teams like Tiffany and Nia Jax to face Bianca and Jade. Because they want those two to have actual big time feuds. So I think we'll get Nia Jax and Tiffany against Bianca and Jade eventually. They might speed up Dakota versus Io betrayal at Money in the Bank. Yeah, I agree. Damage Control storyline is still the A story for Bayley. Dakota Kai says Io Sky wants her title shot, her rematch. I think the Damage Control storyline will be on the back burner to buy time. The question is, what do they do? What do they have them do? Right now, Dakota Kai and Io Sky are kind of just hanging out in the rafters looking. They weren't even on this show. They weren't even on the show. They were on the show last week, but not this week. They're not even there. So they'll probably travel to France, but for right now they're on the back burner because they want to buy time. Maybe the King in the Ring, Queen in the Ring. Maybe they'll do that. They'll have Dakota Kai and Io Sky do that. Kind of what they're doing with Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre wants to enter the King in the Ring tournament. Io Sky will enter the Queen in the Ring tournament. So that'll buy them time. So that'll be the focus. Dakota Kai and Io Sky will say, well, we wanted our shot at Bayley, but in the meantime, we'll go after the Queen in the Ring tournament. The Queen in the Ring tournament is good time waster. It's a good filler stuff to buy time. So Drew McIntyre's in it. Sheamus is probably in it. I think Dakota Kai will be in it, potentially. I think Io Sky will be in it. All the top stars that need stuff to do for the big program, they'll be in the Queen in the Ring and King in the Ring tournament. So that's that. I don't know who's going to win it, though. I don't know who's going to win it. Does it make sense for... Apparently, the winner will get a title shot. If Tiffany's already getting a title shot now, so I don't know if it makes sense for her to win it. Maybe Dakota? Maybe Io? Maybe Chelsea Green? No, not Chelsea Green. No. Maybe Liv Morgan? That's a front runner. Again, if you want to buy time, then the Liv Morgan focusing on Queen in the Ring tournament is a thing to do. That's why this stuff is so important for bookers. These tournaments, these these little storylines that leads to the big stuff. King and the Queen of the Ring will be big for the roster. Give them something to do so they can buy time. You know, that's what you have to do with this as a booker. Find ways to buy time that are interesting and compelling. Because a lot of times filler stuff can be kind of boring. So if the winner of this King of the Ring stuff, if a winner gets a title shot, that's not filler actually. That's not filler. That's actual substance. That's canon stuff that's important. The winner gets a title shot. That's huge, right? Even if they lose, it's not filler. It's not filler if that's the result. If the winner gets that, it's not filler, you know? So, Jade, once again, I am committing to it. Jade will be on Raw, okay? Jade will be on Raw when they split. When will the split happen? I don't know, but it will happen. Probably around Money in the Bank. When is Money in the Bank? When is Money in the Bank? Money in the Bank. July. Probably around Money in the Bank. They'll split. Or maybe SummerSlam. SummerSlam, they'll split. They'll lose the belts at SummerSlam. Jade will turn on Bianca, or Bianca will turn on Jade. Then they'll have to split. Then after SummerSlam, they have different storylines to have on with each other. I don't know, but they're definitely splitting up, I believe, because they'll be on different brands. All right, what else happened? That was I think that's it. I think that's it, folks. All right. What a show. Will I be watching? Of course I'll be watching. Will I be streaming Raw? I don't know yet, maybe. I'll probably do a video tomorrow about what happened tonight. Maybe stream tomorrow as well. I don't know. But thank you guys for sticking with me tonight. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Let me know. Smackdown rating. Carmelo Hayes versus Cody Rhodes was good. Tiffany versus Naomi was solid. I love the draft. Kiana James called up. Bianca on SmackDown. I'll give it a. I love all the stars, all the returning stars like Michelle McCool and Tori Wilson. I'll give it an 8. A solid 8 out of 10. Yeah. The wrestling wasn't great, but I love the show. I love the draft. 8 out of 10. Pedro. That's what I call it. What about you? What say you? What are your ratings? I give it 8 out of 10. Seven. Yeah, I don't hate that number. So 5 matches on Backlash, unless they add something on Raw. Richard, it's possible on Raw to add something, but right now it's looking like 5 matches. If they give those matches its time, I wonder how long the Bianca Jade tag match will be. Bianca and Asuka will do most of the wrestling. Bianca and Asuka will carry that match. Then they'll bring in Kairi Sane. They'll double team Bianca. Bianca does a hot tag, and then Jade comes in. So I don't know how long that tag team match needs to be. But they've been working on that match at the house show. So, all right, folks, that's it for this video. Like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts about the show in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys later.